everyone, welcome to my special room, my space room. Today we're going to be discussing how you can become a millionaire through real estate investing. But first, show reel, hit it. So welcome back everyone. In this video, like I mentioned, I'm going to show you how you can become a millionaire just by utilizing some important key elements about real estate investing. So before we go through this whole scenario, I just want to walk you through a few important fundamentals of investing so that we're on the same board, really. And it's very important that we discuss this so that you understand where I'm coming from when I talk about these key important elements. So first, we're going to talk about what is called 4 wealth building generators. These 4 wealth generators are very important elements when creating a powerful investment opportunity in the real estate market. So let me write that on the board, 4 wealth generators. These 4 elements will be very fundamental to your real estate investment and hopefully building your wealth. So these are 4 key things that make owning rental properties so awesome. And when they are combined together, this is what can make you a millionaire. Okay, so here we go. The first one is called cash flow. And I'm going to get out my other color here. So cash flow is the first thing that we're going to talk about. Now, what is cash flow? Well, cash flow is actually the extra money you have in profit after all the expenses are paid. So it's income minus expenses. And this is what equals cash flow. And the main thing you'll have to remember is the trick here is to have a thorough understanding of your expenses and to keep them at bay. Because expenses in itself can be expensive. So you want to make sure that you're getting all the expenses down, and basically this is the money that you're left with in your pocket at the end of every month. That is your cash flow. Number 2, appreciation. And appreciation is very important. And this is basically the net value of the real estate property, which increases over time. And even if we see some interim fluctuations in the market, generally over time, your real estate property will appreciate if you hold on to it long enough. And that's why cash flow is so important. Essentially, it keeps you afloat so that you can hold on to the property long enough so that the property appreciates and increases its net value. So we're going to write appreciation as the next fundamental wealth generator. The third wealth generator is called the loan down payment. So when you buy a piece of real estate or a real estate investment property, you need to get a loan from a bank or a financial institution. And it's called a mortgage. So you'll be paying every month. So over time, the loan gets paid down until eventually you owe nothing on the property. As I said, it's called the loan pay down. So we'll write that down. And this is your mortgage. And so if we have a loan, say it starts off at the very beginning, you purchase the property for $800,000. So $800,000 or $80,000 in this case, in this example, the amount you will owe will go down over time. So the 4th wealth generator is called tax benefits. I'm going to draw that. We're not going to get too much into tax benefits today, but the amount of money you can generate through taxes and saving on taxes is huge, and you can talk to your accountant about that. Okay, so let me show you how these 4 wealth generators can actually make you into a millionaire when combined together, as I mentioned earlier. So let's say that you purchase this lovely house. Here it is for $100,000. For all intents and purposes of this example, it's $100,000, and you put 20% down. So 20% down on $100,000 is $20,000. So now you have a loan of $80,000. Okay? So over here, when we're talking about an example, this will be your $80,000. That's your loan. Starts off high at the beginning, and the amount that's going towards principal at the beginning is very little, and more is going towards interest at the very beginning. So now let's look at the cash flow. So let's say that you're making about $200 at the end of every month in cash flow. We talked about that being income minus expenses. So $200 per month times 12 months is $2,400 per year. $2,400 per year in cash flow. Not too bad, not too shabby. Now, as I mentioned earlier, your loan started $80,000 because you put down a little bit of a down payment, and over time it's going to go down. Okay, so that's excellent. That's your loan. You're putting down on the mortgage, $3,000 a year. So you'll owe roughly at the end of a year, maybe like $77,000. That's not too bad. So you're paying a little bit per month, and then with the amount that you put down initially, you're standing at about $77,000 after a year. So now we're looking at appreciation, and now prices tend to, on average, appreciate upwards. So where the property was initially purchased for $100,000, now based on historical appreciation in Ontario, we have seen anywhere between 7 to 27% per year. And we can pretty much settle on something close to 10% as a very conservative figure. So let's say that your home is worth about another $10,000. You actually had an appreciation of 10%. That would be $10,000. So if we add all these up, we've got a cash flow of $2,400 a month. We've got $10,000 in appreciation per year. We have $3,000 that is going towards the mortgage and lowering the mortgage per year. We also have probably some tax benefits. Altogether, we have an appreciation of $15,400. So in the first year, you've added a net amount of $15,400 to your net worth. And that's not too bad. Now, of course, you're not going to be a millionaire yet, but if you do this over time, the process will speed up and you'll pay off your loans faster and faster. And you can invest in different properties over time and do the same thing over and over and over again until you become a millionaire. And you'll see that in this graph, $80,000 in this example, the amount you will owe will go down over time. And the amount that your actual property is worth will increase. And this here in the interim will become your equity. And you'll be growing that equity from year to year very, very well. So that's how you become rich. That's how you generate income. So the longer you hold the property, the better. To the point where by year 10, it's worth about $200,000. So you'll owe only about $50,000 on this property. So right there and then you will have over $150,000 in equity. So keep in mind that you've made over $2,400 in cash flow per year, and you've generated close to $175,000 in wealth in just one property. Keep in mind, if you keep doing this, these are very conservative figures, and if you do this with very, very large assets, large properties, you'll be able to generate multi-million dollars in a small amount of time. So I hope this has helped you and given you some information on how you can become a millionaire with some small investments that can become larger over time. And if you like this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so I can share some great videos like this with you in the future. So if you're thinking of moving to Toronto or anywhere within Toronto in the next little while or ever, don't forget to reach out to us on your favorite social media platform. We've always got your back and we've always got you covered. Until next time, this is Pamela Haines from Homes by Pam, helping you with your real estate matters.